put those games to rest early. So it'll be interesting to see if either team is able to jump out today and hang on for that lead.
So that's the way champions.
Celebrating the magic of high school sports, Allen Media Group proudly presents the WIAA Boys State Soccer Championships. Live from Uline Soccer Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this WIAA sports exclusive is brought to you statewide by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation, Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. And WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
From the Uline Soccer Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's coverage of the 42nd WIAA Boys Soccer State Tournament. In this Division III championship matchup, it's Belleville New Glarus against Plymouth. Take a look at how these two teams got the championship Saturday. Belleville New Glarus, known as Sugar River, knocking off top-seeded Pius Catholic. And for Plymouth, a shutout of Somerset. Hello, welcome to our match coverage alongside Eric Shazer. My name is Matt Menzel. We have two teams with an opportunity to win a state championship. We have Belleville New Glarus at state for the second time. First time since 2004. Plymouth playing for their second Golden Ball, their first since 2002.
Matt, both teams started quick in their semifinals and put those games to rest early. So it'll be interesting to see if either team is able to jump out today and hang on for that lead.
So that's the way Championship Saturday gets started here in Division III. It's Belleville New Glarus against Plymouth. The Golden Ball on the line. And now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
learning and inspiration to shape the next generation. Every single day, public school educators open the doors of opportunity for our students. Hand in hand with families, we work to be sure all students everywhere have what they need to meet their full potential. The members of the Wisconsin Education Association Council go above and beyond for our students. Join us, WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh God, Bobby, no.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you would like to speak with an agent, you have misdialed.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're gonna get this taken care of.
Thanks, man.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
When I drive in this lane, I move fast and make sudden moves to drive to the hoop and score. But when I drive in this lane, I control my drive, I don't speed or make sudden movements. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths in Wisconsin. Do what I do. Control your drive. Don't speed, don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives.
Kicking off championship Saturday here at the Uline Soccer Park in Milwaukee. 46 degrees our game time temperature. The D3 championship matchup between Belleville, New Glarus, and Plymouth. As we check out the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A look at the starting 11 for the Raiders. They have been paced, and I mean paced, by the play of Aiden Hadelberg, and he came up big in their semifinal on Thursday.
Matt Hadelberg had 2 goals in their semifinal to get them over the top.
And for Plymouth, we focus on Jaron Baltis. He can score, but he can also assist and puts his team into some great spots to finish.
Well, Matt, he's a 20-20 guy. 20 goals, 20 assists on the season. He had a goal and 2 assists in their semifinal. We're looking for big things from Jaron Baltis.
Belleville, New Glarus in the white and black, Plymouth in the all black, and away we go. Our first of 4 to wrap up the 42nd WIAA Boys Soccer State Tournament. And again, a couple of teams, in the case of Belleville, New Glarus, their first championship match appearance. They were here at State in 2004, lost in a semifinal in Division III to the Prairie School. Plymouth, just their second championship game appearance in 6 state appearances. They won the Golden Ball in D2 in 2002. Both teams getting off to very quick starts on Thursday. Sugar River was up 2 minutes and 25 seconds in. Plymouth, they scored in the first 8:22.
Matt, both teams got a bunch of goals early, so it'll be interesting to see how this game starts out. As you can tell, they're pressing hard and they're pressing high. Belleville New Glarus really getting after it. Right away getting a deflection.
That was great pressure from Bryson Teasdale. The Panthers again there with Jaron Baltis. You have Brady Musso on this near side, sporting jersey number 4.
Matt, that can be unsettling if you're not used to being pressured like that, whether it's the goaltender, whether it's your fullbacks, your defenders. They got to be ready to move the ball quick, get their heads up, make sure they got their passes open, guys all over checking back to the ball. And that's what Belleville New Glarus is going to try and do, is pressure right away.
Yeah, putting that pressure on Isaac Falk, the starting goalkeeper for the Panthers. Came into the state tournament with a 0.62 goals against average. Got Sugar River coming off that victory against Pius the 11th Catholic, the Popes. They were the number 1 seed among the 4 to qualify for Division III, but again, the Raiders able to strike 3 times in the first 18 minutes and 16 seconds. Heidelberg had 2 of those goals in the first 9-12, including a PK. Able to weather the storm in the second half, a second half that would see Pius Catholic get their fair share of shot opportunities. Overall, they outshot the Raiders 26-12.
And a big hero in that game, because the score was 3-0, probably won't get a whole lot of publicity, is the Raiders goalie, who had 12 saves. You mentioned all those shots. They managed to hang on to that 3-0 lead.
That being Clayton Strife, back for his junior season. He was a first-team all-conference selection last year in the Capital Conference. Off to the Panthers, Will Krebsbach in his sophomore year. Plymouth bringing back 4 starters, 10 back overall with varsity experience. A team that last year would win 17 games and lost in a sectional final. In fact, Notre Dame Academy had been their roadblock the last couple of years. Fell against the Tritons in a sectional final last year, 2-1. 2 years ago, a sectional semi to Notre Dame Academy. And this year, they beat Notre Dame Academy in qualifying for state. And that's a Tritons team that finished number 1 in the final D3 state rankings.
Unfortunately, we've faced them a lot in our sectionals. We've run into Plymouth a number of times, Green Bay Notre Dame a number of times. So they are perennial powers.
It was a 1-0 win last Saturday for the Panthers over the Tritons. Again on that run with Bryson Teasdale. He comes in number 2 on the team in scoring, but a big difference between what Heidelberg has been able to do and what Teasdale has been able to do. But outside of Heidelberg, who draws plenty of attention, this is a Raiders team that has seen 16 different goal scorers, 18 that have recorded points.
That was a great idea by Heidelberg. We see he's more than just a goal scorer. That pass, turning, quick, playing it over the top of the defense, looking for that diagonal run from Teasdale coming from the right side. Just that quick one-touch action. That's how you can take advantage of a defense.
Saw Jaron Baltis, number 4, the facilitator of this Panthers attack, but again, he's a proven finisher as well. Over 20 goals, over 20 assists. So the Panthers on Thursday had a 3-goal lead within the first 21 minutes. A 5-0 shutout of Somerset. Somerset here at state for the first time among 4 newcomers in the field of 16 to qualify for the state tournament. A wide open state tournament field. Look there at head man for Plymouth, that being Scott Koenig. Scott Koenig, a 2011 Plymouth High School grad. Here for the Raiders with Ben Johnson. Through the middle and past the right cleat to Reed Nolden. He was a first teamer in the Capital Conference last year, also a captain for Belleville New Glarus.
Matt, it'll be interesting.
Check out the Menards keys to the game. Brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards. Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Matt, it'll be interesting to see. We said it before, which team can get off to the fastest start here. Belleville New Glarus, they've been putting on the pressure early. Can they hang with it and keep that up for the full game?
Teasdale fires.
And for Plymouth to keep an eye on Aiden Heidelberg. He's the one who's put the ball in the back of the net a lot this season. They're going to have to always know where he's at and locate him.
You see Heidelberg there, but early on, it's been a nice start for Bryson at Teasdale, limited to a single shot against Pius Catholic on Thursday. Good possession so far, though, for Belleville New Glarus. They were the number 4 seed here in Division III, number 8 in the final Division III state rankings. 19 wins, a couple of losses, 1 draw. They've won 7 consecutive unbeaten over the last 8. They have not lost since late in September against Wisconsin Dells 4-3. A Wisconsin Dells program that qualified for state for the first time in their program's existence last November. Musso. This will come the other way. The officials for this Division III championship matchup, you have Thomas Rosenau from Fox Lake, the center ref, with Nick Wraith out of Jackson and Kevin Bush from Manitowoc, the 2 ARs. And getting knocked down here for Plymouth is Mario Bandry, able to draw the Sugar River Raiders foul.
If you're the Plymouth Panthers, you got to be happy that Sugar River hasn't put a goal up already. They had 1 going on 2 about this time in their semifinal.
In both instances, both of these teams enjoying 1-goal leads already by this juncture, close to this juncture on Thursday. That was a bracket that had some upsets, Division II. Some upsets to be based on the 14 seeding. It was not kind on Thursday to be the number 1 seed.
That's why it's been so interesting to see, as you mentioned before, Matt. We've got all these different teams here. Some of the usual teams aren't here this year, so other programs are getting an opportunity for the limelight.
Look at Bob Gentili, the head coach for the Raiders. 8 years. And watching his goalkeeper make a save off that look from Logan Vandry. A stop here for Clayton Strife.
As we said, Strife was the hero in their semifinal with 12 saves, and sort of against the run of play, Plymouth gets our first shot on goal.
Able to come through with his second shutout here in the postseason, also shutting out Lacrosse Logan in a regional final a couple of weeks back. Teasdale going down. Good pressure there from Cordell Brugink. Plymouth on the throw-in. I mentioned the Panthers here at state 6 times now. First time since 2018. And off the run here with Owen Plate. So we talked about the play of Jaron Baltus, and more times than not, one of his favorite go-to options is Owen Plate. Some good sides there for Plate. He has scored over 22 times this season.
Matt, if you can get a 1-2 combination like that, they just know how the other guy moves, where they're going to be, where they want the ball. You've got something, and they've obviously scored a number of goals this year because of those guys, Baltus and Plate, their willingness to work together. And Plate's a big guy, 6'2", both midfielders working out of their midfield. Sometimes hard to track those guys as a defender when they're coming out of the middle of the field.
These are 2 teams with higher scoring attacks. Plymouth, they've scored 83 times on the year. Belleville, New Glarus, they've been able to score 85 times. And you see what Baltus has done. A 2020 season for him. Plate, taken away here by the Raiders. We mentioned Belleville, New Glarus out of the Capital Conference, finishing number 1 for a 6th consecutive year. Off the run here with Aiden Heidelberg, sent away by Isaac Falk.
Love Heidelberg's effort, getting after the defender and then getting after the play back to the goalie. How long is he going to be able to do that?
Heidelberg scoring a couple of goals. He took 6 shots, 3 of which on target against the Pius Popes. And you see what he's been able to do, the 40 goals among the who's who in the entire state.
And I still like the assist category, Matt. He's got 13 on the season. It's a sign. He's not just a goal scorer. He's also looking to get his teammates into favorable places and spaces.
We figure he probably draws so much attention that he's able to put guys in spots, guys that are unmarked, in great spots to finish.
Yeah, because he's drawing defenders, multiple defenders, 2, sometimes probably 3 to himself.
Off this cross. The Raiders had Brady Musso on the backside, but brought in by Isaac Falk. Listen to that, 6 foot. He is the junior goalkeeper, and he's coming off a one-save performance against Somerset on Thursday.
That's one of those things, Matt, when you play a ball like that and it floats in the air, you give the goalie all the time in the world to come out and grab it. And when you've got somebody that size as a goalkeeper, Isaac Falk, 6 feet, comes out, that ball's no problem. You want to drive that ball head high, so everybody has to react quickly.
Krebs back. And the ball sent out here by Plymouth. Talk about balls up in the air on these strikes. And it's Plymouth coached here by Scott Koenig. At least early on, look at the flags here at the Eli Soccer Park. Coach Koenig and his team, same thing with Belleville, New Glarus, having a battle with the wind on Thursday. A big factor, especially for those teams that were shooting on the right side of midfield, the north end of the field. They benefited. And so when you look at some of the results on Thursday, teams that were shooting on that north end benefiting and producing, and both of these teams scoring 3 times when they had the wind advantage.
It's so funny how that works, Matt. Sometimes the wind is a big advantage, and other times you feel as a team you're almost defeated if you don't take advantage of it. You got the wind at your back, the ball's really sailing, and you can't take advantage of it. It's just the way it works sometimes. That's why, as a coach, I always like to go against the wind first in the first half when the team is fresh. And then the second half, get the wind at your back. Coaches have different preferences to that, but that was always our go-to when you had really strong winds.
See Heidelberg sent it toward goal. In the case of the Panthers in qualifying for state, knocking off Winneconne, Waupun, Kewaskum. They knocked out Fox Valley Lutheran in a regional final. Did Kewaskum as a number 6 seed, and then Notre Dame Academy in that sectional final. 17-1, the scoring differential in the postseason.
Thought we had a deal, Matt. You weren't going to talk about that.
Spoken like a true former varsity head coach for Fox Valley Lutheran. And a pickup here for Clayton Strife in the box with Logan Van Dree for the Panthers.
Nice idea, Baltus on the through ball. That's how you stress out a defense. Ask them some questions. Playing those balls through, see how they react.
Heidelberg, that's sent away. So here in the 14th, a corner kick coming up. Look there at Heidelberg. Busy already for Belleville, New Glarus. It's going to be a throw it instead. And Brecken Thompson is going to come back his direction. One far post. And flying in. Yeah, Nathan Hendrickson over the top side of Logan Van Dree. The 2023 WIAA tournament is brought to you by the Wisconsin DOT. Zero in Wisconsin. Together, we can save lives. Right off the cleat there, Reed Nolden. Able to draw this Plymouth foul.
Well, Matt, we've seen already in the first half, the Plymouth Panther defenders are going to have their hands full with Aiden Heidelberg. He's a big guy, and at 5'10", 160, you can see his strength, you can see his speed, and he's been getting after it up top.
This free kick for Jack Leonard. Disrupted. Another chance here with Alvaro Perez. Perez, that goes wide.
Well, if you're Plymouth, I think you got to feel pretty good. You've limited Bellevue New Glarus Raiders to only a couple of attempts. They didn't go on goal, but they've been from 20, 25 yards away. If you can keep to that, things are going to be okay.
Saw that free kick taken too by Jack Leonard. He was impressive defensively on Thursday. A nice complimentary made to that of Clayton Strife. That last line in some cases of defense before you get to test Strife. He was able to stand his ground numerous times and, again, help offset that second half attack by Pius Catholic.
And Leonard is a prototypical center back. He's 6'2", 175. Just kind of guy you want, just like that, getting up, winning balls in the air. He's done a nice job all season long.
First team All-Capital Conference in 2022. Perez going ahead with Heidelberg on the run, but defense able to leave it back. Gets by Isaac Falk at a corner now for Belleville New Glarus.
It's a perfect example of why you press and press high like that. You put that constant pressure on the defenders, your goalie, they get a little jittery and they feel like they got to move a little faster, and you can cause some turnovers just like that one. They get a corner kick because of their pressure.
Couple of corner kicks on Thursday. Heidelberg, it floats. Saw Leonard going airborne, it's loose. And Leonard sends it out of play after getting that short pass over from Nathan Hendrickson. That ball kind of floated. You see Leonard going airborne, being flanked by a couple, then it's loose there for the taking. A couple of players there with both Teasdale along with Thompson, and the end result for Leonard.
Plymouth goalkeeper Isaac Falk not able to come out on that one. The ball was floating. He certainly had the time, but there was a crowd of about 5 or 6 players right underneath, ready to go up after that ball. There's no way he would have been able to get in there, so he made the smart decision to get back on his line.
This one stays scoreless here in the 18th. Couple of shots so far for Sugar River. Now with Plymouth, Jaron Baltis trying to connect on that lead feed, trying to find Logan Vandry. He has come through with 7 goals and a couple of assists. Heidelberg on the backside, of foul here against Mario Vandry. And so a free kick coming up for Belleville New Glarus.
You can tell the Raiders aren't afraid to take those shots, those counterattacks with that quick long ball, trying to get Heidelberg on the run. So Plymouth has to be ready for that. Close that defender down. Leonard did a nice job of breaking up that pass from Baltis, and then they sent it out.
So Jack Leonard, Heidelberg. It's going well wide. On that far side, he had Josh Potter. Potter able to come on, and he scored the 3rd Belleville New Glarus goal on Thursday. It came in the 19th minute off a Perez assist. But pretty good pressure again, continuing to be mounted here by Belleville New Glarus, certainly keeping Isaac Falk in motion. See his numbers. A total of 12 shutouts prior, and now Falk, 4 here in the postseason, picking up his latest against Somerset on Thursday. That was a quiet Thursday with only 1 save.
I was just going to say, I think he had, if I remember correctly, he had an easy day on Thursday. So he'll have his work cut out for him in this championship game against the Raiders from Bellevue New Glarus.
And even though Falk has been in motion, you look at some of the numbers officially on the stat sheet, and nothing on target for the Raiders.
Like we said, they've been taking, every shot they've had has been from outside. The 3 or 4 they've taken have been from outside the box.
Logan Vandry deflected off the defense, having to go back after, deflected off of Brady Musso. Got by the right cleat of Kevin Baltis. And time now for Jaron Baltis going outside. Josh Potter. That will find the Plymouth sideline area for the Panthers throw-in. That with Will Krebsbach. Among 8 sophomores for this Panthers program. 4 juniors and 7 seniors, a roster at 19. A little more depth for Belleville New Glarus with a freshman, 5 sophomores, 6 juniors, and 13 seniors. Teasdale, back up from Perez. Musso. Off the Plymouth takeaway, that's going to angle out of play.
And it's going to be really interesting. We've got two tall goalkeepers. Strife for the Raiders is 6 feet tall. Falk for the Panthers is 6'2". It's going to be easier for them to cover those shots from far away, from outside the box. What both teams want to do is get the ball in tight. You want to hit it low. Make that goalie get down.
Out it comes to Jaron Baltis. We'll just send it. Leonard. Heidelberg trying to get back for the Panthers is Dylan Humans. That comes across, and again with Heidelberg down the run, Isaac Falk breaking up that cross.
The Raiders not afraid to try that long ball right away. They think they can spring. They think that they can spring Heidelberg behind the Plymouth defense. Those Panther defenders are going to have to be aware. What I'd like to see them do is put their body on the Raider attackers so they can't get that free run. Get Heidelberg, put a body on him so that he can't just take off and use his speed. You got to make sure you bump them off their run so they can't get that full head of steam going.
Again, you see Perez trying to connect with Heidelberg. Left back for Falk. Right back toward the Raiders attacking third. We've seen the ball on this side of midfield for a good majority already of this first half. And credit here to the Raiders. Heidelberg, certainly a big reason why. Perez for Heidelberg. Moves in, shoots, he scores! It is 1-0 Raiders thanks to Aiden Heidelberg.
Matt, that's what I'm talking about. When we see the replay on this, he's just got too much space to operate. Then it becomes a foot race, and he's so talented. He just pulls the ball back. Defender goes pulling by right there. No contact until it's too late, and they're both running at the goal.
See Dylan Humans. He slips. Heidelberg taking advantage.
That's one of those where they just got to sit on Heidelberg wherever he's at. Whichever fullback is there, you just got to sit right on him. Make contact with him right away so he can't get that separation, and then it's a foot race like we just saw.
So Aiden Heidelberg has now scored 3 times here at State. Alvaro Perez with that service. And now a 1-0 lead here for Belleville New Glarus. 23-48. Right now waiting the scoreboard, which is out. So the Raiders, well, some would say he lit up the scoreboard, some would say he blew out the scoreboard, but right now it appears they will keep the clock on the field. So the official time is being kept on the field.
Or on the graphic on our on your TV screen or your computer screen. So that should be pretty close.
Who knew that Aiden Heidelberg had that ability?
To blow up the scoreboard. It's not even, can't even blame it on the weather or anything. It's nice day, it's starting to warm up. Or is that just your space heater there, Matt?
You see the response. Owen Plate. Stop made here with Clayton Strife. And Owen Plate. We give Jaron Baltis a lot of credit, rightfully so. Clayton Strife, a couple of different options he has to watch out for when it comes to this Panthers attack. Teasdale looking for more.
Ooh, Teasdale should have hit that with his left foot right away. He had it. Maybe didn't pop up for him. They've done this a couple times.
Perez, so good.
Very cheeky. He should have hit that ball with his left foot right there. He had it. As soon as you cut it back, Plymouth defenders are right there.
again, you got Perez to set up that first goal. Now in front. Put back goes. Josh Potter.
Sort of like their semifinal, putting up goals early. Makes it hard when you get the other team on their heels. Two attackers totally unmarked for the Raiders. Plymouth has got to get their defenders in sync. They got to communicate. The first attacker almost got on the end of it, then the second attacker got the rebound. And that all starts with not closing down the ball and allowing them. We've seen it on the 2 goals and a couple of times is Plymouth not closing the ball down.
You see that graphic? 4 goals for Potter. 2 of those have been here at State.
Saving the best for last. That's awesome. Somebody who didn't do a lot of scoring during the season here at state tournament. It's just the way it works sometimes. Found the ball at his feet and finished. If you're in the right place, good things will happen.
So a 2-0 lead here for Sugar River. That's the name for this co-op of Belleville, New Glarus.
That was Heidelberg again, beating 2 or 3 Plymouth defenders. We said he's a handful. He is strong on the ball, that's for sure.
And out for Plymouth goes Hayden Golzer, being replaced by Logan Van Dree. Alec Wilderman also in the Panthers lineup. He dropped this near side foul in that second Belleville New Glarus goal.
Plymouth has been under attack for most of this game. They're going to have to take the game into the middle third and the attacking third just to give their defenders a rest.
Trying to pounce at Alec Wilderman. And a goal kick coming up here as the Raiders make a couple of substitutions.
Sort of hard to tell from up here, Matt, but it looked like Wilderman, if he just runs through this ball, he just runs through it, he might have been able to at least redirect it, get another save out of Clayton Strife.
And again on that run with Aiden Heidelberg. Tough assignment right now for Dylan Humans. He's trying to slow down Heidelberg on that one-on-one markup.
Panthers are playing a dangerous game.
And now a corner here. Coming up here for Belleville New Glarus.
You almost have to, if you're the Panthers, you might want to think about dropping a defender just a little bit behind, putting somebody right on. Heidelberg, and dropping a defender right behind him.
Out of the back. Drew Brueggemann, who was among a couple players just subbed in for Belleville New Glarus.
Because right now, Heidelberg has gotten the best of him. Another unmarked attacker. That's a problem for Plymouth right now.
And a foul here is going to go against Plymouth.
Well, the crowd is calling a good game every time they yell for something. Our center official is obliging them.
Good energy here from the Eline Soccer Park. So the head coach for Plymouth, he's been here before. He played here with the Panthers in 2010. And now getting the opportunity to coach a number of instances here among the 16 teams qualified for state where their coach at one point played at the state tournament. I'll get the opportunity to coach at the state level, but his team in a rare spot, down a couple of goals. It's been a while. So they found themselves in this spot. How do you approach this? Now trying to tell your team, hey, they see the situation. They're down a couple of goals. They certainly have the ability You just let them go out there and do their thing, or?
Man, I think it's pretty impressive. First of all, we talked about Coach Koenig having played at State and now coaching a team at State. And as we've talked over the years, just how difficult it is to get here. That is a pretty impressive accomplishment for Coach Koenig. What do? It's got to be one at a time.
Perez. Well, you factor Plymouth has allowed 2 or more goals in a matchup. This is only the 4th time. And only once have they given up more than 2.
They are facing some serious adversity right now in a most important game of the season. How are they going to handle it? Not just physically, but mentally, the challenge that they face.
First time they've allowed multiple goals in a matchup since a 3-2 loss. Their last loss against Notre Dame Academy on September the 23rd.
Well, then they came back and beat Notre Dame, so they've been able to mentally stay strong. And it's just one at a time. You got to get 1 goal. You can't get 2 right away. Just stay within yourself. Keep playing your game. If they can get this to 2-1, then it's a fresh start.
That bounce back win against Notre Dame Academy would come about a month and a half or so later. Lost 2-0 to Shorewood on September the 7th. Also gave up a couple of goals in a 2-2 draw against Grafton on the 24th of August. Isaac Falk. And going airborne over the head of the Panthers, Jaron Baltus. Off the head there with Aiden Hadelberg. He has scored a goal in this one. Perez has 1 assist. They have given on the Josh Potter goal assist to Leonard and Hadelberg.
What's his hockey now? You go back. We got
the secondary assist.
Yeah, got the secondary
Absolutely.
assist.
You give credit where credit is due.
What I'd like to see Baltus and Plate do up top. Belleville New Glarus has let them get on some headers there. So get that ball long in the air, and then the guy who the ball's not going to is make just a hard diagonal run directly behind his teammate and just head that ball through. They might be able to get on the end of that and find themselves the one-on-one with the goalie.
Plate. That look for Plymouth. They try to get one of the goals back after Belleville New Glarus able to score twice in a span of 1 minute and 37 seconds.
If you're Plymouth, you got to be thinking, we're just going to get 1. Let's get 1, and then we're back in this game. So no need to panic yet.
Leonard. Hadelberg again gets it for the defense of UMinn. Fires and scores another goal. Three, 0 Raiders.
I feel bad for Dylan Humans. Again, they're asking him to try and handle all those balls over the top. Hadelberg, nice finish, just nice and easy, left foot. His strength and speed on display. Nothing Falk could have done about that shot. But again, I'd like to see him put a defender right on Hadelberg so that he's not able to just turn and run. And then they're going to have to figure that out, just dropping somebody in right behind him.
So another brace here for Hadelberg. Over 42 goals now at his season stat line. And also in that sequence, guess who got a touch? Alvaro Perez. He's been making things happen himself in that midfield spot. And then Hadelberg doing the rest there in that battle against Dylan Humans.
And there's another one, Matt. 4 or 5 goals during the season, 4 or 5 assists during the season, and also now we get to this big stage, and we've mentioned his name. He's made some nice passes leading up to these goals in the championship game.
Over comes Brecken Thompson, a 2022 Capital Conference honorable mention. And Plymouth, sent that by Carter Schmitz, knocked down with Jaron Baltus. Outfield for Plate. And lifting the leg did Jaron Baltus, who commits the foul.
The problem is right now, Matt, they're asking Baltus and Plate to do a lot against just on their own, basically, against, it's like 1-on-4 up top. Plymouth midfielders have dropped so far back because of the quick strike ability of the Raiders.
See on this backside with Hendrickson in front, looking for another. It's off the post. Heidelberg looking for the hat trick here in the first half. That far side putback for Brady Musso, stopped by Isaac Falk.
That would have been funny if Heidelberg would have scored that. He did not hit that square.
No.
That's not where that ball was supposed to go, but it almost went in. That's how hot he is right now.
I'm with you when he first shot it. I didn't think it was even going to be that close.
No.
Falk. It's a 3-goal first half for Belleville, New Glarus.
His teammates sort of got in the way. It's sort of hard to tell if he even struck it with his right foot or if it hit his left foot. He did. It looked like his teammate deflected it a little bit before it even got to him, and he still managed to hit it on frame.
Now Wilderman. Lift. Plate. Header goes wide. Great setup here. That from Alec Wilderman, and Plate in the right spot.
One of the things we talk about on crosses and things, and now each one's different, and depending upon where you are in front of that goal, but to try and take the thought process out of it, it's just hit it back where it came from. Makes it real easy. Just hit it back where it came from, because the goalie's always moving across the goal to the middle, and you put it right back where it came from.
A takeaway for Ben Johnson. Again downfield. If Heidelberg getting the feed from Musso. On his backside is Jack Jaquat. He was a first-team all-conference selection in the East Central Conference for Plymouth. That's a conference won by the Panthers, able to hold off Kettle Moraine Lutheran and Kewaskum. As Plymouth comes in with 15 wins, 3 losses, a couple of draws. They've won 6 straight unbeaten over their last 10. Leonard. Now on the near side, Brugink. Musso. Right back with Wilderman. He was able to come through with the team's 3rd goal in that 5-0 shutout of Somerset on Thursday, a matchup that would see Owen Plate score a couple of times.
Well, Plymouth certainly has the ability to come back in this game. It's just a matter of staying within themselves. And again, I don't think things change. Obviously, the mountain's a little higher to climb, but they need one. They need to get a goal before halftime. I think that's imperative for them to get back into this.
Humans. Now with Logan Vandry. That's going out. The Raiders making a couple of changes with Josh Potter. So he is back out, also back in. Now in for the first time is Dylan Brooks taking the spot here at Aiden Heidelberg. Heidelberg, the 2022 Capital Conference Player of the Year. I'm venturing to guess he'll be a repeat. We have not seen that made public just yet, but for Heidelberg, another brace. Almost had the hat trick already in this first half. And the Raiders could not have scripted it any better. Great first half. And talking about the Menards keys to this one, fast start. Well, they, after kind of settling in a little bit, they get that quick start.
Yeah, you can't complain about. I thought they were pretty happy to get that one in the 23rd, 24th minute, and then all of a sudden attack on another couple ones. You couldn't ask for more in a state championship game.
Musso.
And Matt, goal totals can be deceptive sometimes. You know, that depends upon teams you're playing, you know, the competition, the conference you're in, all that kind of stuff. So you never quite know when you see, you know, like an Aiden Heidelberg with all these goals. Well, he's obviously a really good player, but then you see him live, and you understand that he is a phenomenal player. He's strong, he's quick, and he's made these shots look easy.
Jaron Baltis, plate. So again, trying to get plate in the air. That header opportunity a couple of times now for plate in this first half. He scored goals 4 and 5 for Plymouth on Thursday. A semi in which he finished with 7 shots, 3 on goal.
If you're Plymouth, you just got to challenge every ball. Like they just gave up a free header there. They got to challenge everything.
We're down to the final 60 seconds. We have the unofficial time on your screen right now as we speak. It seems to align with what they have down in the field here in the 40th. Shots are at 9-5 in favor of Belleville. New Glarus here in this first half. 5-3 in shots on goal. After the header by Perez, out it comes to midfield. Leonard on the backside of plate. Potter on that right side. And over comes Will Krebsbach.
And that's the problem for Plymouth right now. You've got Plate up there by himself with 4 defenders, and if he doesn't win it, then the Bellevue New Glarus Raiders are just jamming the ball right back into the attacking third and stressing out that Plymouth defense.
Teasdale got off to a nice start, trying to force his way through and draws the foul. Halftime, though, is here in this D3 championship matchup. What a start for the Sugar River Raiders. They scored 3 times, twice thanks to Aiden Heidelberg. 3-0 Raiders over Plymouth at the break. Again, a heck of a first half as the Raiders essentially picked up where they left off. A strong first half on Thursday as they look for their first golden ball. Heck of a start for Aiden Heidelberg. And now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, something important happens in our public schools. Learning and inspiration to shape the next generation. Every single day, public school educators open the doors of opportunity for our students. Hand in hand with families, we work to be sure all students everywhere have what they need to meet their full potential. The members of the Wisconsin Education Association Council go above and beyond for our students. Join us, WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise, and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, where are... I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please, please answer me. Oh, God. Bobby, no, no, no!
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you would like to speak with an agent, you have misdialed.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of. Thanks, man.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
Back in Milwaukee for the 42nd WIAA Boys Soccer State Tournament. At halftime of this Division III championship matchup, it's all Belleville, New Glarus, up 3-0. This is the way Championship Saturday gets started. A busy day of soccer ahead. Up next in Division II, a couple of programs at state for the first time. The Phantoms of West Superior against the Broncos of Union Grove. And that kickoff around 1:30. In Division I, it's Brookfield East, the top seed in D1 against number 3 Middleton. And the day wraps up in Division IV. You have St. Mary Catholic, the Zephyrs, against the Pacers of Shoreland Lutheran. Here it's 3-0 in favor of Belleville, New Glarus. And now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, something important happens in our public schools. Learning and inspiration to shape the next generation. Every single day, public school educators open the doors of opportunity for our students. Hand in hand with families, we work to be sure all students everywhere have what they need to meet their full potential. The members of the Wisconsin Education Association Council go above and beyond for our students. Join us, WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise, and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh, God. Bobby, no.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you would like to speak with an agent, you have misdialed.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Thanks, man.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
When I drive in this lane, I move fast and make sudden moves to drive to the hoop and score. But when I drive in this lane, I control my drive, I don't speed or make sudden movements. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths in Wisconsin. Do what I do. Control your drive. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives.
D3 championship matchup in Milwaukee. 3-0 Belleville New Glarus over Plymouth. The kickoff championship Saturday, the 42nd WIAA Boys Soccer State Tournament. A look at the opening 40 minutes highlights. 3 goals for Sugar River. How about the effort there by Aiden Hadelberg? Able to score thanks to Alvaro Perez. Josh Potter, right spot. They give Leonard and Hadelberg an assist. Hadelberg not done. This comes in the 33rd unassisted and a 3-goal lead for the Raiders. A look at the first half numbers. Your thoughts on the first half?
Matt, we knew Aiden Hadelberg was going to be a handful for the Plymouth defenders, and the first half has proven that correct. We were wondering which team was going to get out to a fast start, and so far, Bellevue New Glarus, they answered the call. It took them a little while to get into the game, but they finally got after it right away, and Plymouth has their hands full.
All right, the second half is coming up at Belleville New Glarus against Plymouth for Division III Golden Ball. And now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, something important happens in our public schools. Learning and inspiration to shape the next generation. Every single day, public school educators open the doors of opportunity for our students. Hand in hand with families, we work to be sure all students everywhere have what they need to meet their full potential. The members of the Wisconsin Education Association Council go above and beyond for our students. Join us, WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh God, Bobby, no.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you would like to speak with an agent, you have misdialed.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Thanks, man.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping, maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
When I drive in this lane, I move fast and make sudden moves to drive to the hoop and score. But when I drive in this lane, I control my drive, I don't speed or make sudden movements. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths in Wisconsin. Do what I do. Control your drive. Don't speed, don't be reckless. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives.
Back in Milwaukee for Division III Boys Soccer State Championship. Belleville, New Glarus, and Plymouth. And away we go here in half number 2. A heck of a first half for Sugar River out of the Capital Conference. We'll go for their first golden ball. They're at state for the second time, first time since 2004. Lost in a semi against the Prairie School 5-0 that year. And what a run they've had so far this year, allowing 5 goals here in the postseason. But here at state, they so far have outscored the opposition 6-0.
Well, it's pretty obvious Plymouth has got an uphill climb, and it's a big hill. It's more like a mountain. So we know what their job is. The job for Belleville New Glarus, though, is to not let down, not let the foot off the gas. They got to make sure, and they obviously aren't trying, but when you're up 3-0, you got the game in hand, you played really well in the first half. Sometimes you don't realize it, but you're not playing quite as hard, or you're not getting after it quite as much, and that's all that Plymouth is going to need to get back in this thing. So if you're the Raiders from Belleville New Glarus, you got to make sure you are still going fast and furious, just like they did in the first half.
And you said it best in the first half of your Plymouth. Look what you did on Thursday. You were up there for 5 goals, so you are more than capable. And they got the finishers, and they've focused on Owen plates with 4 shots in that first half. The other shot credited to Logan Bandry.
And again, it's got to be one at a time, 1 goal at a time. There's no 3-point shot. This isn't indoor soccer.
Right now, if you're Bob Gentile, you just keep your foot on the pedal, right?
That's what I would say. Obviously, you want to be smart, but Plymouth, at least up until this point, hasn't been very threatening. So your defenders, they're keeping their shape, and you got to keep pushing.
Brugink.
It's going to come a point where you're going to want to back off a little bit, but usually when you start backing off, that's when the other team really starts pressuring. So I say if you're Belleville New Glarus, you've got a comfortable lead. You want to keep pushing forward. Keep taking those chances.
Off the other there at Jay Quat.
I think any coach with a big, we talked about Coach Gentile for the Raiders. When you got a big lead like this against a good team, you're always a little worried. I mean, you're happy, but you're always a little worried. You don't want the guys letting off just a little bit. All it's going to take is one break, and the Panthers are back in this game.
Again, the 3 goals allowed by Plymouth, tied for the most they've allowed in a matchup this season. Plate in front. Despite some traffic, that was found here by Clayton Strife. He had Logan Bandry. He was in front there for Plymouth.
If you're the Plymouth Panthers, Jaron Baltus, Owen Plate, they got to step up. It's a big game. They've had great seasons. Now's the time. They got to get their team back into this one.
Trying to go back outside of Carter Schmitz. You have Brecken Thompson. And back out there after getting a breather at the end of the first half, Aiden Hadelberg. Missed out on a hat trick. His final shots in that first half, fucked it off the post. He took 4 shots in that first half among the team's 9. Thompson. On that tackle, on the takeaway, down the far touchline, too much. On that pass, 10 for Hadelberg.
Well, so far so good for Belleville New Glarus. They've still been able to push the attack a little bit. Plymouth, they've gained a little more possession, so they've gained a little more control of this game, and that's going to have to be their MO for this second half. Taking their time. You got a lot of time. You certainly cannot allow the Raiders to score anymore.
Out of midfield here with Carter Schmitz. Jay Quat. Around Perez. And Schmitz. Baltus. Mario Vandry. You see the Raiders trying to close in. Thompson will send it out of play. The 2023 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. See Perez. Not a bad day either to get outside and get some. You look at me like I'm crazy.
Do some yard work.
I was going to say, you look at me like.
I'm inside and I'm freezing, Matt. Give me that space heater, man. You're taking up all the heat. You're talking about sweating and having to take your
50
quarter zip off. The problem for Plymouth is Baltus playing midfield. The Raiders have been on the front foot the whole game. Baltus has had to do a lot of defending, and he has not been able to really insert himself into the attack. And the few times he's had the ball at the feet, he just hasn't been able to complete passes. They're going to have to get that figured out here in the second half.
Sent downfield by Reed Nolden. Back there is Dylan Humans. Now, this is a heat wave compared to what, a couple of years ago, battling snow.
I shouldn't complain. I do not have my winter coat on. I've got my nice WIAA long sleeve quarter zip.
On the one touch by Logan Vandry. Jack Leonard. This Belleville New Glarus team knocking off Jefferson, Lacrosse Logan, McFarland, Edgewood, and qualifying for state. That win against Edgewood last Saturday took a couple of overtimes, a 2-1 result from Wisconsin Dells. Edgewood knocked off Edgerton in a sectional semifinal in a shootout, and I bring that team up because when we look at the way the state rankings played out in Division III, Notre Dame was number 1, New Berlin Eisenhower number 2, Edgerton number 3. And then, of course, the Raiders knock it off Pius Catholic, who finished number 4 in the final top 10 in Division III. So getting by some who's who are getting some help along the way. Good chance, and that for Plate goes in, and the Panthers are on the scoreboard.
I think that hit Strife on the way out. It came off the post and hit Clayton Strife and went back into the goal. But it sort of seemed like what we said, Bellevue New Glarus, the Raiders, they got to be careful of, is sort of falling asleep. And they're just sort of like in slow motion.
See Jaquan put it back into play, and right there with Plates. And you mentioned Strife looked like he got a piece of it.
Looks like it hits the post and then it pops right off Strife into the goal. But it just seemed they let the first touch, and then Plate comes through. He's got a defender on his back. They're just a step slow.
Right now they've given Jaron Baltus the goal. I'm not sure. I think Plate got a touch. He looked like the last player in front.
That's what it looked like, unless it hit the defender.
Would not be surprised if Baltus gets an assist and they flip that around, but as of right now, it is Baltus from Plate. And Plymouth on the scoreboard.
Well, that's the break Plymouth needed. They caught the Raiders napping a little bit, not defending as hard as they were in the first half. And we said Baltus and Plate needed to show up in the second half, and they got them on the board.
And you see that attempt there by Plate, stopped, and then sent out. Going to be a goal kick here for Belleville New Glarus after that one off of Logan Vandry. We'll see it one more time. Here's the goal. So going up, so there's Baltus.
There's
it's off his hair. And then right there, did Plate touch it right there? As he's coming across.
He had to have. It was coming too hard. Plate didn't hit, or Baltus didn't hit the header, just like you said. It just sort of skimmed his head. It looked like Plate really put something on it right at the end there. But
right now they're going back and trying to review up here to finalize and confirm who gets that goal. But we saw that replay. Baltus gets a head on it, but it looks like Plate at that last moment guides it.
Yep, with the redirect. Yep. And again, both those plays, Baltus pretty much unchallenged on the header, and then.
And it's been confirmed, 14 gets the goal. Owen Plate off a header from Jaron Baltus, so that will be a flip of the way it went down. And you see that look, that shot for Reed Nolan. Here it is one more time in slow-mo.
See if
So you
we're
see
right.
it's off the head there at Baltis, and right here is plate. There you go, right off the right cleat. Just a little bit of a nudge, but enough.
And again, like we said, that's going to be the danger for Belleville New Glarus, is are they going to play as hard as they did in the first half? We had Baltis going up for a header unchallenged. You had Plate making his diagonal run right across the defender and unimpeded getting a shot on that goal. And that's one of the things we talked about in the first half was getting that ball to one of those guys in the middle of the field and the other guy making that diagonal run behind. And that was exactly what happened on that goal. Now Plymouth has got to make sure that the Raiders don't answer. They got to keep pushing here. Get Belleville New Glarus back on their heels a little bit.
That looks going to go wide. Way out with Mario Vandree. You can start to feel the tides turning here at Eli Soccer Park, and all of a sudden the Panther faithful, a lot to cheer about.
And I'm okay with that shot. That's from a long way out, and in the end, it wasn't anything that Strife had to worry about. But that like you said, Matt, all of a sudden you can sort of feel it, and all of a sudden Plymouth, the Panthers are getting all these shots. It doesn't matter that was, wide left, but you just get a feeling the vibe has changed.
Owen Plate now with 3 goals here at State after his brace on Thursday.
And the thing for Plymouth is, with Heidelberg's ability and the way, quick strike ability and the way that Belleville New Glarus has played in this game, is they're just looking for that little quick strike, popping it over the defense. Heidelberg getting on the end of it. That's been their recipe for success here at State.
Jack Leonard. Right there in front for the Raiders, you had Brecken Thompson.
That looked like a design play. They were trying to get somebody breaking across the front of the goal. Didn't work.
Baltis serves it up. Header Vandree. Logan Vandree from Jaron Baltis, stopped by Clayton Strife, keeping this a 3-1 Raiders lead.
Again, one of those balls, you drive that low, head high, then everything's moving faster, but this floats and Vandrees isn't able to get anything on it. Easy
Panthers
save.
team, as you checked out that last scoring opportunity, a Panthers team that kind of flew under the radar this season despite their success. And again, winning the East Central Conference, finished unranked in the final D3 state rankings. Although the number 2 seed among the 4 to qualify for state in the division. Last couple of years, 17 win campaigns. That win total down slightly, but still very good. I mentioned their defense has been their staple. Coming into this one, only 1 goal allowed here in the postseason. But guys like Jaron Baltis, Owen Plate, starting to see Logan Vandree. He has become a focal part of the Panther attack here in this second half. And Isaac Falk between the posts with Dylan Humans back there defensively. Some guys that have done some great things in helping this team really make some noise, even if they haven't gotten maybe the respect that they probably deserve.
Well, if they're able to come back today, they'll certainly get a lot of respect. And you feel that this is exactly what Coach Gentili of the Raiders didn't want. Plymouth has all the energy, all the juice right now. His team's just got to settle in, continue to possess, and look to get Heidelberg on some of those quick strikes that were so effective in the first half.
This is a second half that has seen a couple of shots taken by the Raiders, but so far 4 shots in this second half for Plymouth. Heidelberg trying to break free. Teasdale got turned around. Humans back there defensively for the Panthers.
That was a goal scorer's pass right there. Too short and too slow. He needed to play Teasdale into some space, head to that sideline, then he would have been able to get to the middle of the field. Teasdale could have gotten the ball back to him.
Looking back outside, down with Jaron Baltis, but able to get the pass away. And again, sent out of play here by Thompson. Throwing for Krebsbach. Baltus. Time here for Plymouth. Again with the service. Van Dree was in front. Also right there was Nathan Hendrickson. As Strife able to bring it in cleanly. The 2023 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Rural Mutual Insurance Company. Premiums paid here, stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. A proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award for over 50 years. Hendrickson. Here's Perez. He so far has an assist on his stat line. Assisting what was the first goal for Belleville, New Glarus. That came in the 23rd, and then only a minute 37 later, Josh Potter, right spot for rebound putback. That's your difference maker.
Well, Bellevue, New Glarus has to do what they've been doing here the last couple minutes. Just maintain possession, keep looking to go forward. They can't be passive because we've seen what Plymouth can do over the course of the season, and then in the second half this game, they've stepped on it and they're on the attack now. So the Raiders need to make sure they continue to possess, they continue to look for opportunities.
Nice move, Perez.
Like that at goal.
Look at the history for soccer at Belleville, New Glarus. Mentioned on the boys' side. At state for the second time, but have never been in this championship setting. On the girls' side, 3 state appearances. They were runner-up once. That was back in 2016 in Division III. They fell against Catherine Memorial in the championship. Otherwise, one and done in the semis. For Plymouth, they've been back and forth between initially Division I, back when there were only a couple divisions, and Division II, Division III, and qualifying for state. When they were here in 2002, well, the championship game in Madison, got to the final and knocked off Edgewood at 2-1. That came in overtime after knocking off Notre Dame Academy in the semis. Only other championship Saturday appearance for Plymouth. Of course, their girls soccer team back in June brought home a Division III state title. Knocked off Edgewood at 2-1, capping off a 21-1-2 season.
Well, Matt, both teams have consistently over the years been in the state rankings at some point. In both programs, boys and girls, have been solid throughout the years.
Heidelberg. Foul's going to go against Krebsbach. That's a heck of a stretch, though, if you're Plymouth. Girls taking care of business in June, and now the boys look at the foul suit getting here to championship Saturday a few months later.
And playing some close games, upsetting Green Bay Notre Dame in that sectional final. You know, overcoming some obstacles and some odds to put themselves in this position to win it all.
Heidelberg off the wall. Look there at TK Tajay, the sophomore. He sports jersey 11. Hendrickson, as he goes down here for Sugar River, able to draw the Plymouth foul. So Logan Van Dree gets back, watching Nathan Hendrickson close.
I think we've noticed in the second half just a little different game from Bellevue New Glarus. Not quite as crisp and aggressive as they were in the first half. Passing's been a little sloppy. Trapping's been a little sloppy.
You see Plymouth sent it right back out to Leonard. But the Panthers will get on the scoreboard here in this second half, and they have themselves right back in this one. And still plenty of time to play with. Schmitz.
We talked about Leonard's value for this Raiders defense in the first half, that ideal center back, tall, 6'2", big frame. He's going to have to be a stabilizing force for their defense and also for their midfield, and make sure that they continue to settle down, make sure they're playing easy passes to open guys, and look for that quick strike, that over-the-top ball that they played so well in the first half.
Potter's back on for the Raiders. Wilderman back on for the Panthers. And a break there for that guy, Nathan Hendrickson. Teasdale.
We have not had a lot of subs in this game. So both teams are going with those starting 11 and one or two other guys. And so fatigue could be a factor for both teams, whether it's Plymouth trying to make this ferocious comeback or for Bellevue doing all the defending they're doing right now.
Plate fires. Yeah, 14 so far have played for the Raiders, 13 have seen the field for the Panthers. Another look there from Plate, who has taken 7 shots. He has their lone goal.
I'm okay with that shot. Like we said, loosen up that defense a little bit. Make sure that Strife is always paying attention. And now the Raiders know you're willing to take that shot. They should be stepping out to shut it down. That's your opportunity for a give and go around that defender or to put a move on a defender, because they're not quite sure what you're going to do.
Owen Plate's taken 14 shots now in 2 games here at State. He has 3 goals to show for it.
That constitutes high volume, Matt. I think that's what they'd call it in basketball lingo. That'd be a high volume shooter.
And baseball, he'd be a Hall of Famer. 3 goals off 14 shots. Off the slide with Thompson. Plate. Van Dree trying to relocate it. Leonard gets over again for Belleville, New Glarus. And that's what I was talking about that we saw on Thursday from the likes of Jack Leonard. He is that nice piece defensively, helping out Clayton Strife time and time again.
And there's that stabilizing force, taking up the side, beating 2 defenders. Just a nice, easy pass in the middle. Now the offense is off to the races.
Knocked away from Musso. That was sent out by Jack Jaquat. As again, both teams making changes with Dylan Brooks. On for the Raiders.
This is where the Panthers have to be so careful. Another goal would be a nightmare. They got to make sure that they are on lockdown back there.
Off the swing with Musso. Hadelberg.
That was dangerous. He almost got taken down in the box.
Stayed with it, nearly got around Humans. The Wisconsin Education Association Council thanks all public school educators giving their all this school year. WIAA, we teach, we inspire. Logan Van Dree.
Baltus has not had a good passing game today. He had the opportunity there to spring Plate free, thread a pass between a couple defenders, and he just mishit it.
Plate with that size. Tajay on the markup. Coming across. And one more opportunity there for Alec Wilderman leads to a goal kick. We're in the 64th minute.
Well, we're getting to that point in the game where once we get to about 70 minutes, then all Bellevue New Glarus needs to do is make sure they get that ball downfield. Those last 10 minutes, make Plymouth go chase it. So the game really changes. These next 6.5 minutes are vital for Plymouth. I think they need to get that second goal right here. Or if you're Bellevue New Glarus, put an end to any comeback thoughts with the goal of their own.
Magnus Blad is subbed in for Plymouth. Out goes Carter Schmitz. So again, trying to go a little bit deeper, get some fresh legs. Out of the field are the Panthers. Van Dree And Mario Vandry with pressure on the backside here from Dylan Brooks. Brugink. Vandry on the pass. Plate. Will stumble there after Perez on the tackle attempt. Belleville, New Glarus on the counter. Heidelberg taking on 2. Brugink. Whistle here is going to go against Aiden Heidelberg. So a setup here for Jack J. Quatts. This Plymouth team has taken 10 shots, 7 on goal. One of the concerns coming into the state tournament. Finishing opportunities in front of the goal. A strong team in the middle, strong team in the back. Struggle to put away chances at times. They try to overcome what at one point was a 3-goal deficit.
Well, they can't have any finishing problems today. They can't afford that. They got to take advantage of any chances they have out front. They have not had enough of it. They have not engineered or manufactured enough of them yet.
Krebsbach. And over here with Mario Vandry. Going to serve it up into the 18. Nice find. And again with Vandry, that being Logan. Running it down here for Plymouth. That came after a touch on that far side, which involved Jaron Baltis trying to play it outside.
It's a nice ball by Baltis there. Just wasn't able to connect it.
Up went Jake Watt. So he goes. That far side plate will play it back.
Yeah, they can't let plate turn because, like you said, he's been willing to shoot from anywhere. He's done that all season, especially here at state tournament.
I believe you dubbed him a volume shooter.
Yes, he's high volume. You cannot let him face the goal.
Humans picked off by Perez. Heidelberg right back Perez's round here in the 67th. Brooks, she makes his run. Heidelberg for Potter. And the flag will benefit Plymouth as changes being made.
Great idea by Heidelberg. He gets that ball going to the corner. Dylan Brooks, not the Dylan Brooks, but the Belleville New Glarus Dylan Brooks is possibly able to get that going to the goal.
Teasdale out there for the Raiders. Schmidt's back on for the Panthers. Plate. Now through the middle. Heidelberg weaving through traffic with the fire at it blocked. Human's got a piece. Brugink. Heidelberg recovers, sends it across. Brought in cleanly before Teasdale could play it in front for Sugar River.
This is a dangerous time for Plymouth. They're going to really have to start pushing forward. And Heidelberg has started to reassert himself in this second half. We didn't call his name for a bunch of this second half. I just wasn't getting the service that he got in the first half. But the Panthers are going to have to be super careful that they don't leave themselves exposed at the back.
On that right side, Wilderman. Heidelberg fires. Teasdale's put back. What a save. What a save. Falk able to scramble and get it before it crossed that goal line after Teasdale, the last look for the Raiders.
Man, these guys are dangerous. Heidelberg is dangerous. This is what we talked about. One-on-one in the back. Nice save by Falk. If the Panthers come back, they're going to look at that save and realize that that was a game changer right there.
Good deflection here for the Raiders, but an equally impressive job by Plymouth to get back. Krebsbach taking away that look. Bryson Teasdale.
That would have ended the game right there, but Falk keeps him in it. And this is fine if you're Bellevue New Glarus. You'll take corner kicks all day long. Take your time. Let that clock wind down.
It's 4-0. Belleville, New Glarus now in corner kicks. Plate.
It's sort of been the story of the game, though. Plymouth has not really stressed the Raider defense much. Close to the goal. That's why they haven't had any corner kicks. A lot of their shots have been long ones.
Brugink able to get behind the ball. Plates disrupted again. Perez. 70th minute. The Raiders looking for their first state championship. Plymouth going to play comeback to win their second Golden Ball.
If you're Bellevue, New Glarus, just get that ball to the corner.
Kevin Baltis back on for Plymouth. 3 changes for Belleville, New Glarus. You have Hendrickson back out there. Alex Smith in as well. Hendrickson. Falk quickly disperses.
That's sort of one of those things you want to try and avoid, just putting an easy one right into the goalie's hands, especially if you don't have anybody there to challenge for it, because then it's an easy, in this case, Falk passed it out, but that's an easy punt, and all of a sudden Plymouth is on the attack again.
Jake Watt. Krebs back. Then outside with Jaron Baltis. Jake Watt. Teasdale the other way. He got around Brugink. He's able to drop back.
Just take it to the corner. Let your teammates catch up.
With that battle with Smith. Hendrickson. And now Plate. Oh, across the way.
Nice job by Reed Nolden.
Yeah, there's Nolden again after you had the touch from Kevin Baltis.
Not letting Plate get the ball without pressure from behind and not letting him turn. Plate just gave the ball up right away.
Mario Vandry. Logan Vandry to Plate. Baltis. And he taps it right there for Belleville, New Glarus.
How much gas does Heidelberg have left? He's been working hard all game.
He has taken 6 shots. He has 2 goals and 1 assist. Scoring began in the 23rd. Heidelberg from Perez. Right now, the game-winning goal scored by Josh Potter in the 25th. Jack Leonard and Aiden Heidelberg with the assists. Heidelberg an insurance goal in the 33rd. And Plymouth has the lone second half goal, Owen Plate, from Jaron Baltis. So when you look at what Sugar River's been able to do here at State, all their damage, at least scoring-wise, has been done in the opening 40.
They do a nice job. I was just watching them defensively. They do a really nice job defensively of getting numbers behind the ball. It's going to be really hard for Plymouth to come all the way back here.
Boy, nice luxury to have if you can accomplish it. You score early on, let your defense do the rest.
Yeah, they're used to working with leads, obviously.
Here's 21 goals all year.
There was Nolden again. Notice how deep Plate is getting that ball. He's on the other side of half. I think if you're Sugar River, that's exactly where you want him. You'll let him receive that ball there. Make sure he doesn't turn. Baltis, same thing. They're not even in the attacking third yet.
Krebs back. Jake Watt. Here's Mario Vandry. And Jake Watt had the header. With a goal kick coming up for Belleville, New Glarus. Making a couple of changes here, not inside of the 5-minute mark, so that clock keeps ticking.
I think if you're Plymouth and you're going to break down this Bellevue New Glarus defense right now, you got to work some combinations. They've looked to play some long stuff. They got to start working some combinations and start getting inside that box, making the Raider defense scramble a little bit. Right now, they haven't really made them do that at all.
Brugink. And the Panthers, for their attacking third, out to midfield. Perez. Heidelberg, who just missed out on that first half hat trick, had a shot deflect off the post late. Heidelberg. Perez again. Shots were 14-11, Belleville, New Glarus, 8-7 shots on goal. And again, their last goal coming in the 33rd. So they find themselves inside of 5 minutes of their first boys soccer state championship. Plate will fire, but out of play. And that for Plate is shot number 8.
And if you're Bellevue New Glarus, you're going to let him take that. That's why they have had very few, if any, corners. They haven't had any corners this game because they're taking those shots from so far away. The defense isn't even involved.
Sent out by Cordell Brugink.
The Raiders have done a really nice job. I've been watching Leonard, especially in the second half, doing a really nice job dropping into space, behind his other fullbacks, just to make sure in case anybody gets beat or the ball pops through, he's there to clean it up.
Belleville New Glarus with 2 losses all year. Losing against West Tosa Central from the Bigfoot invite back on the 2nd of September. And they lost to the Wisconsin Dells 4-3 late in September. Tied Edgewood as well late in September, but it's been nothing but victory sets. And there is the hat trick. 3 goals for Aiden Heidelberg. 4-1 Raiders.
Impressive stuff from Aiden Heidelberg. He has been dangerous all game. That's exactly what Plymouth couldn't let happen. Nice job by Teasdale. Just a little ball into space. It's just one-on-one.
And with that goal, Aiden Heidelberg has tied the Division III state record for goals in a tournament of 5. That was set by Jaden Newman of Mount Horeb in 2017. He had a 4-goal performance against Amory in 2017. That for the Division III individual game record. But a 5-goal tournament for Heidelberg to tie the Division III state tournament record. A hat trick in this one off of 7 shots, also with 1 assist.
It's one of those, too, where Heidelberg is so dangerous. You're just expecting Dylan Humans to handle him one-on-one. It's just, that's a big ask. And Heidelberg has made him pay.
So strong on the ball, makes, as you mentioned, so much happen. Not much room to work with, but he makes it work.
Yeah, in tight spaces. Tight spaces, he's managed to get up, get his head up, get shots off, get passes off, and just a handful. And Humans has had to do it most of the game without a whole lot of help.
Heidelberg will fire. He was going for the individual game record.
He must have heard you. Somebody let him know. He's 1 goal away. He's starting to feel it now. He had a lull there in the beginning of the second half. All of a sudden he's been re-energized these last 10-15 minutes. Funny how a goal sort of supercharges you.
Here's Dylan Humans. Heidelberg. And Perez, heel pass. And the run here with Brady Musso. Stops the clock with a yellow coming out. A yellow here for Will Krebsbach in the 79th.
Unfortunately, that's just frustration. Plymouth almost got themselves back into it with that goal in the second half. But Heidelberg and the rest of the Raiders are just too much today.
For the Raiders, they bring Caden Betts in. He is a backup goalie, but he sports jersey 27 when playing the field. He's among 13 seniors for Belleville, New Glarus. You look at experience alone, and this has been building. He's trying to get here to state. Close call. Last year, we talked about Plymouth. Their obstacle has been Notre Dame Academy. Belleville, New Glarus, their obstacle has been McFarland. Losing in the sectional semis to McFarland last year, a regional final to McFarland 2 years ago. Beat them this year in a sectional semi up 4-1, able to hang on for a 4-3 result. And again, these 13 seniors over the last number of seasons have played a big role in helping to build for this very moment.
And Matt, you look at it's 4-1 here in the championship game, but as you just mentioned, beating McFarland 4-3, beating Madison Edgewood 2-1, somebody they had tied during the season, just those really tight, nail-biting games leading into the state tournament. And here they are with the upset of number 1 seed Pius, with the defeat of number 2 seed Plymouth, and taking care of business. And there was no nail biting here today.
It is starting to sink in for Sugar River. Final 10 seconds. Heidelberg with a 3-goal, 1-assist performance. Belleville, New Glarus, your 2023 Division III Boys Soccer State Champions. The program's first Golden Ball. A special moment for Belleville, New Glarus. An outstanding performance by Aiden Heidelberg. 4-1 Raiders. They take this Division III championship match.
Super impressed with the Bellevue New Glarus Raiders, number 4 seed here at the state tournament. Both sides of the ball on the attack, just so dangerous, defensively just so solid, and everything in between. They put some solid performances, steady performances together, and they were always dangerous. They were always looking for Heidelberg just to see if they could free him just behind that defense. They did such a nice job of playing those balls just over the top, getting him one-on-one with defenders, and Plymouth just didn't have an answer today.
So Belleville, New Glarus, your 2023 Division III Boys Soccer State Champions. They celebrate a 20-win 2023 campaign. We'll come back as Belleville, New Glarus celebrates. And we'll come back and bring in more here from the Line Soccer Park in a moment. And now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, something important happens in our public schools. learning and inspiration to shape the next generation. Every single day, public school educators open the doors of opportunity for our students. Hand in hand with families, we work to be sure all students everywhere have what they need to meet their full potential. The members of the Wisconsin Education Association Council go above and beyond for our students. Join us, WIAA. We teach, we inspire.
Bobby, are you there? I heard all this noise and then I was thinking you dropped the connection. But I'm a little worried. Honey, are you all right? Bobby, I hear sirens. Bobby, what's going on? Please answer me. Oh God, Bobby, no.
Hey, call insurance agent.
Insurance agent not found in contact.
Call insurance company.
Insurance company is currently closed. Please call back during business hours. For directions, press 1. For billing, press 2. If you would like to speak with an agent, you have misdialed.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
Don't worry, we're going to get this taken care of.
Thanks, man.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.